Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva.
Today, we are going to discuss relative velocity in one-dimensional and two-dimensional motion. When two objects A and B are moving with different velocities, then the velocity of one object A with respect to another object B is called relative velocity of A with respect to B. Here we are going to discuss three different cases. Let us start with first case. We are going to start with case in which we are going to consider two objects A and B moving with uniform velocities VA and VB along straight tracks in the same direction. So now this is object A which is moving with velocity VA and another object which is moving with velocity VB. And here these two objects are moving along straight tracks in the same direction, and VA vector and VB vector. So these are the two velocities for the first body VA, and similarly for the second body the velocity is VB. We know that velocity is a vector quantity and VA and VB or the velocities of the first and second body with respect to ground. Now let us see what is the relative velocity of object A with respect to object B. The relative velocity of object A with respect to object B will be written as VAB is equal to VA vector minus VB vector. Similarly, we can write the relative velocity of object, object B with respect to object A. Object B with respect to object A. This will be written as VBA, and this is equal to VB vector VB minus vector VA. Thus, if two objects are moving in the same direction, the magnitude of relative velocity of one object with respect to another object is equal to the difference in magnitude of two velocities. So if it is VAB, then it is VA minus VB. And if it is VBA, then this will become VB minus VA. Okay, this is the first case. Now, let us go to the second case. In the second case, we are going to consider two objects A and B moving with uniform velocities along the same straight tracks but in the opposite direction. Okay, now we'll move on to the second case. In the first case, we assumed that the two objects are moving along the same direction. Now let us discuss what will happen if these two objects are moving along the opposite direction. So here we are going to consider two objects A and B are moving with uniform velocities along the same straight tracks but in the opposite direction. So now let us assume this is the first body which is moving with velocity VA along this direction, and similarly another body which is moving with velocity VB in the opposite direction. Now, what is the relative velocity of object A with respect to object B? So, the relative velocity of object A with respect to object B. So, how will you write this? VAB is equal to VA minus VB, because the second object which is moving in the opposite direction, right? So this minus of minus will get plus. So what will you get? VA plus VB. This negative sign which represents that the second body which is moving in the opposite direction. Similarly, you can write the relative velocity of object B with respect to object A. So this will be written as VBA again minus VB minus VA. So we are going to take this minus sign which is common. You can write VA plus VB. Okay. So thus if two objects are moving in opposite directions, then the magnitude of relative velocity of one object with respect to another is equal to the sum of magnitude of their velocities. Okay, so we discussed two cases. Now, let us see what is the third case. So, in the third case, we are going to discuss the two bodies which are moving with velocities VA and VB at an angle theta between their directions. Okay, they are not traveling along straight tracks. Okay, there will be an angle between these two bodies. Okay, what is that angle? Let us consider, let theta be the angle between their directions. Okay, so we'll discuss that. Hope you all of you understood first two cases, children. Let us move on to the third case. So case 3. So consider the velocities VA and VB. Okay. So VA and VB are two velocities. The two bodies A and B at an angle theta between their directions. Okay. Now let us see the relative velocity of A with respect to B. The relative velocity of A with respect to B, that is VAB is equal to VA minus VB. Then the magnitude and direction of VAB is given by the magnitude and direction of VAB is given by VAB. This is the magnitude, okay, is given by root of VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta, because theta be the angle between their directions, right? And what will be the direction? Direction tan beta is equal to VB sin theta divided by VA minus VB cos theta. Okay. Here, what is this beta? Beta is angle between relative velocity of A with respect to B, that is VAB, and VB. Okay. So this is the formula used to calculate the magnitude, that is root of VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. And to find the direction, VB sin theta divided by VA minus VB cos theta. And again here we have different special cases, children. When theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to 180 degree, and if theta is equal to 90 degree, what will happen to the magnitude and direction? Let's see now. So under case 3, again you have 3 special cases, right? So now let us consider the special case when, so this is again under case 3, first special case, when theta is equal to 0 degree, then the bodies move along parallel straight lines in the same direction. Okay, I'll write here, the bodies move along parallel straight lines in the same direction. Because we know that VAB is equal to VA minus VB. Okay. And because we know the formula VAB is equal to root of VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos theta. Okay. So what is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. Okay. So you will get VA square plus VB square minus 2VA VB cos 0. So you will get VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB. So you can also write it as that is VA minus VB the whole square. When you take out of the square root, you will get VA minus VB. Okay. So you can say that VA minus VB in the direction of VA. And similarly, VBA is equal to VB minus VA in the direction of VB. Okay. So now let's see the second special case. That is, this is very simple, children. You are substituting the value of theta is equal to 0 degree in the formula what we discussed. That is root of VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB cos theta, which is very, very simple. Okay. And similarly, when theta is equal to 180 degree, what will you get? The bodies move along parallel straight lines but in the opposite direction. The opposite directions. Okay. So again, what will you get? VAB will become VA plus VB. Okay. In the direction of what? VA. And similarly, VBA is equal to VB plus VA in the direction of VB. Again, you are substituting the value of theta is equal to 180 degree in the formula what we discussed. That is VAB is equal to root of VA square plus VB square minus 2 VA VB cos 180. Okay. So now let's see what will happen if the two bodies are moving at right angles to each other. That is, the value of theta is equal to 90 degree. So this is the last special case. So far we discussed theta is equal to 0 degree and theta is equal to 180 degree. So the third special case is when theta is equal to 90 degree. Theta is equal to 90 degree. So what will happen then? The magnitude of the relative velocity of A with respect to B, that is VAB, is equal to, what is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So you will get the magnitude as root of VA square plus VB square. Similarly, you can also find what is tan beta, because we know the formula. What is tan beta, children? We discussed this formula. VB sin theta divided by VA minus VB cos theta. Right, substitute. Theta is equal to 90 degree. What is sin 90? Sin 90 is here sin 90, and similarly VA minus VB cos 90. So you will get sin 90 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. So VB divided by VA VB, tan inverse of VB divided by VA. So today we discussed about relative velocity in one-dimensional motion as well as in two-dimensional motion. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, students.